The air hung thick with the scent of pine and the distant echo of cawing ravens, as if nature itself murmured secrets of an impending storm. Shadows stretched long beneath the canopy of the ancient forest, a site where legends were whispered among elders and forgotten by the young. This was the forest of Ithundel, a place where the veil between the mundane and the mystical wore thin, where the songs of the earth mingled with the lingering remnants of arcane power. You, dear adventurer, find yourself drawn here by a summons as cryptic as it is urgent. A letter, delivered by a raven whose eyes seemed to gleam with sentience, bore the mark of the Arcanum Seers, a forgotten order mentioned only in the most obscure of tomes. The parchment felt ancient between your fingers, its script twisting and flowing like an incantation rather than mere ink. It spoke of an artifact, the Echo of Calamity, which threatened to unravel the very fabric of the world unless secured by a hero of unyielding resolve. In the village of Elmspire, nestled at the edge of the forest, the atmosphere buzzes with unease. Villagers gathered in hushed clusters, glancing skyward as if expecting the heavens to crack open. Old tales of the Arcanum Seers filled the taverns. Tales of how they once shaped the world with their wisdom, and how their secrets were lost to time. Yet here in Elmspire, an elder named Lyra still carried their spark of knowledge. You step into the dim warmth of Lyra's abode, the smell of herbs and dusty scrolls clinging to the air. Her eyes, milky with age, yet sharp with insight, meet yours. The echo, it must be contained, she whispers with a voice that trembles like leaves in the wind. It awakens when the land aches, when balance falters. It seeks to rewrite the world in its own dark image. Her words are a riddle, wrapped in prophecy, a puzzle, as intricate as the knotwork adorning the scroll she clutches. You feel the weight of her plea, heavy as a mountain, for she speaks of the delicate tapestry of existence itself. You exit her home with a newfound urgency, the forest beckoning you into its depths. As you tread the narrow, winding path, the underbrush crackles beneath your boots, each step echoing with the patience of eternity. The whisper of the leaves carries secrets known only to the wind and those willing to listen. Suddenly, the path opens into a clearing, and before you stands the entrance to the ruins of Varenthia, half-buried remnants of a civilization long vanished. Stone archways rise like the bones of giants, etched with runes that glow faintly in the dusk's fading light. A chill wind brushes your skin, carrying with it a promise of both danger and discovery. You must enter, for the Echo of Calamity slumbers within. The air grows heavier, charged with expectation as you cross the threshold into the heart of the ruins. Shadows cling to the stones like memories, and you feel the weight of ages bearing down upon you, whispering promises of both peril and power. The journey has begun. The ruins greet you with an eerie silence, as if the world itself holds its breath. Every step resounds with a hollow echo, your presence an intrusion in this place of eternal rest. Moss-covered columns rise on either side, and the scent of earth and decay permeates the air, rich and cloying. Your eyes catch a flicker of movement, a phantom of light dancing along the walls. It beckons you deeper into the labyrinthine corridors, its path twisting like a serpent through the heart of the forgotten city. As you follow, your senses sharpen, attuned to every flutter of shadow and whisper of the wind. There, a shift in the air, almost imperceptible, as a figure emerges from the darkness. A woman draped in tattered robes, her form translucent and wavering like a mirage. Her eyes, a deep abyss of sorrow and knowledge, lock onto yours. "Welcome, seeker of truths," she intones, her voice barely a breath above the silence. "I am Selene, last of the seers, bound to these stones until my story is told." Hope flickers briefly, guidance in this labyrinth of obscurity. But there is something in her gaze, a flicker of caution, or perhaps regret, that makes your grip tighten on the hilt of your blade. You must learn from her, even if her truths are wrapped in shadows. Selene gestures, and the walls around you shimmer, revealing images of a world unraveling, a calamity unleashed by the Echo's malevolent will. You watch, entranced and horrified, as visions of despair and chaos unfold before your eyes. "The Echo once balanced our world," she explains, "but now it festers, a relic of our hubris. Only through sacrifice can its power be harnessed or sealed." Her words hang heavy with foreboding. Here lies your first choice, adventurer. Will you seek to harness the Echo's power to mend what is broken, or to seal it forever away, preserving what remains? Each path holds its own perils and promises, and only your resolve can chart the course through this maze of destinies. The light fades, leaving you alone with the echoes of Selene's warnings. The ruins stretch before you, a tapestry of riddles and secrets. Somewhere within, the Echo of Calamity pulses with ancient malice, awaiting the one who dares to claim its power. Step forward, for the journey is far from over. So, heart, the sound of stone grinding against stone echoes ominously as you navigate deeper into the ruins. The labyrinth sprawls around you, an ancient enigma designed to confound and conceal. With each step, the air grows cooler, tinged with a metallic taste that clings to your tongue like the breath of forgotten dreams. As you proceed, your footsteps seem to awaken the very walls, their surfaces adorned with intricate glyphs that pulse with a ghostly light, casting flickering shadows. The air is thick with an untold story, each corridor a verse in a song of ruin and redemption. The path ahead splits, a crossroads looming, where choice must again be made. Before you stands an imposing archway, its keystone carved with the visage of a weeping angel, her tears flowing into an abyss below. A soft glow emanates from beyond, a siren's call within the darkness. To the left, a narrower passage stretches into obscurity, its walls echoing with the faintest whisper of flowing water. You must decide which path to take, knowing that each holds its own secrets and trials. Driven by instinct, or perhaps destiny, you step beneath the archway, drawn by the promise of the glow. As you cross the threshold, a sudden rush of heat envelops you, the air shimmering with a golden light. You find yourself in a vast chamber, its ceiling lost in shadows above. At its center, a pool of liquid light undulates like a living thing, its surface a mirror to your own soul. Approach, dear adventurer, for the pool is more than it seems. As you draw near, the light reaches out to you, tendrils of warmth and memory weaving around your form. Within its depths, images swirl, of a world restored, of joy reclaimed from despair's grasp. It is a balm, a promise of what could be, should you choose to wield the Echo's power for creation rather than destruction. But there is a catch, as with all things touched by magic. A figure emerges from the light, a reflection of yourself, yet not, clad in ethereal armor and bearing a sword wreathed in flame. Its eyes, your eyes, lock onto you with an intensity that speaks of challenge and recognition. You seek to harness what you do not understand. The mirrored voice resonates, echoing around the chamber. To wield the echo is to embrace both creation and chaos. Prove yourself, not with might, but with resolve. The figure raises its blade, the flame flickering hungrily, a challenge written in its fiery arc. The air crackles with anticipation, the clash of destiny and desire imminent. Will you meet yourself in combat, overcoming the doubts and fears that the echo has drawn forth? Or will you find another way, a path untainted by violence? The room seems to hold its breath, the silence before the storm. This is your trial, born of the choices that have led you here. Face the embodiment of your doubts, or seek a truth beyond the edge of steel. The time to act is now. With a resolve born of necessity, you step forward, your own blade at the ready, the metal cool and reassuring against your palm. The figure mirrors you, a dance of mirrored movements and shared purpose. As your blades meet in a shower of sparks, the chamber is filled with the music of conflict, a symphony of determination and defiance. But the battle is not merely one of strength. It is a test of will, of the spirit that guides you. With each clash, memories and fears surface, doubts you've harbored, futures you're afraid to face. You must conquer not your reflection, but the shadows it casts upon your soul. The room blurs around you, flickering between light and shadow, as you match the figure, strike for strike, the rhythm of the duel an echo of your heartbeat. You feel the weight of the echo, the burden of choice and consequence. Yet with each swing, each parry, a truth emerges. Power is but a tool, shaped by the hand that wields it. In a final, decisive moment, you break the cycle. Instead of a strike, you lower your blade, meeting the figure's eyes with unwavering intent.
I choose, you declare, your voice cutting through the clamor, to create, not to destroy. The figure falters, the flame of its sword flickering, its form dissipating like morning mist. The pool of light swells, rising to meet you, enveloping you in warmth, an acceptance, a bond forged anew. You emerge from the chamber with a newfound clarity. The echo of calamity lies within your grasp, a tool of both peril and promise. Its secrets are yours to command, but the path remains fraught with choices yet unmade. As you turn back toward the labyrinth, determined to uncover its heart, the ruins hum with a life rekindled by your resolve. The journey is far from over, and the choices ahead will shape not only your fate, but the fate of the world. The labyrinth waits with bated breath, and the echoes of your steps reverberate through history, awaiting the next chapter of your tale.
The echo of your passage fades as you venture deeper into the labyrinthine ruins, where time itself seems to twist and weave. The air is thick with anticipation, carrying a scent both sweet and acrid, like flowers blooming among ashes. Light flickers uncertainly, cast from unseen sources, shadows creeping and stretching like specters on the hunt. A sense of foreboding settles over you, as though the walls themselves whisper warnings of dangers yet unseen. You find yourself in a narrow corridor that opens into a broad, circular chamber, the centerpiece of which is a stone dais encircled by copper braziers. The scent of burnt incense lingers in the air, mingling with a metallic tang that sets your nerves on edge. This is the entrance to the catacombs of Nithralia, the heart of the ruins, where the echo of calamity lies entombed. The glyphs here are more elaborate, swirling with an elegance that speaks of forgotten arts and ancient guardianship.
As you step forward, they flare to life, casting the room in a kaleidoscope of colors. A warning, a greeting, or perhaps both. Your instincts warn you of danger, for the air is too still, the silence too perfect. You draw nearer to the dais, where a crude map is etched into the stone, an ode to the trials that lie ahead. A single path threads its way through the catacombs, marked by ominous symbols of warning, twisted roots, spectral figures, and a yawning abyss. You feel a presence, a ripple in the air, as something stirs from the shadows, an intruder in its domain. From the darkness emerges a creature of nightmares, its form shifting and indistinct, cloaked in a ragged shroud of shadows. Its eyes burn with a cold hunger, a void that threatens to consume the very light around it. "You dare trespass upon sacred ground," it intones, its voice a rasp that echoes in your mind more than in your ears. Turn back or be lost to the echo's curse. But within you burns the fire of resolve, a determination that cannot be quenched by mere fear. You know that to turn back would be to forsake your quest and the world that depends upon it. With every fiber of your being, you steel yourself for the encounter, knowing that the path of the echo demands both courage and cunning. The creature lunges with a fluid grace, shadows trailing in its wake like the tendrils of a living nightmare. You meet its advance with a flash of steel, your blade slicing through the air, a beacon of defiance. The clash resonates through the chamber, a battle of wills as much as of weapons. Each strike and parry is a dance of shadows and light, the creature's form shifting ceaselessly, a phantasmic opponent born of chaos itself. Yet as the fight progresses, a pattern emerges, a rhythm to the madness. You sense that this creature is not merely a guardian, but a manifestation of the echo's curse, feeding off the despair of those who falter. In a moment of clarity, you discern a crack in the creature's defense, a flicker of vulnerability within its swirling essence. You press the advantage, weaving past its defenses, your blade singing a path through the storm of shadows. The creature recoils, its form unraveling as the echo's curse retreats. But this victory is but a prelude. The chamber trembles with the aftermath, the braziers flaring to life as if rekindled by your triumph. They cast a warm, flickering light upon the dais, illuminating the map with a glow that suggests another truth hidden within its lines. A secret path, a hidden passage beneath the stone facade. You lean closer, fingers brushing the ancient relief, feeling the subtle shift of stone beneath your touch. With a whisper of grinding earth, a new path reveals itself, spiraling downward into the depths of the catacombs. A decision looms large, to follow the path of the map, or descend into the unknown, guided by intuition and the promise of discovery. The catacombs call to you, their secrets a siren song wrapped in shadows. The choice is yours to make, but know that each step forward tightens the threads of destiny, drawing you inexorably toward a fate both wondrous and terrible. As you contemplate your path, the air stirs with a new presence, an unseen force that watches and waits. Time presses upon you, a reminder that the world does not stand still, even as you linger at the precipice of the next great unknown. With a final resolute breath, you make your choice, stepping into the darkened corridor that beckons with the promise of truth. The catacombs await, their silence both a challenge and an invitation. Whatever mysteries and dangers lie ahead, you are ready to face them, driven by a resolve as unyielding as stone. Your journey continues, the echoes of your destiny resonating in the depths below. Part. The narrow stairwell spirals downward, hewn from ancient stone that bears the scars of countless ages. Each step creaks beneath your weight, groaning as if reluctant to bear witness to yet another seeker. The air grows heavier, laden with the scent of damp earth and the distant echo of a slow, rhythmic pulsing, a heartbeat deep within the earth. At last, you emerge into a cavernous expanse, a cathedral of stone carved into the living rock. The walls rise high into shadowed obscurity, lined with the skeletal remains of great petrified trees, their roots plunging deep into the bedrock. Stalactites hang from the ceiling like the fangs of some slumbering beast, and the distant sound of dripping water creates a haunting symphony that fills the space. In the center of this vast chamber lies the maw of sacrifice, a chasm that splits the earth with a gaping, jagged maw. It pulses with a malevolent energy, threads of crimson light snaking through its depths, casting an eerie glow across the chamber. The very air vibrates with its power, sending shivers racing up your spine. Approach, adventurer, for this is the source of the Echo of Calamity's power, a nexus where worlds converge, and reality itself bends to the will of those who dare to command it. Yet before you can claim its secrets, you must face the trials of the maw, for it is both a gateway and a guardian, its judgment as swift as it is final. As you draw near, the ground trembles and a voice booms from the darkness, deep, resonant, and tinged with an ancient authority. Who dares to disturb my slumber? It demands, each word echoing like a thunderclap. From the shadows steps an imposing figure, clad in armor that seems to absorb the very light around it, a helm obscuring their features. They bear a great sword, its blade forged from a single shard of gleaming obsidian. You tread upon sacred ground, where fate and sacrifice intertwine, the warrior intones, their voice echoing with an ethereal cadence. To wield the echo, you must offer a part of yourself, a truth unspoken, a fear unvanquished, a bond relinquished. Choose wisely, for the maw demands nothing less than the deepest of tributes. Your heart pounds with the gravity of their words, the weight of your decision pressing down upon you. Here lies the crux of your journey, where the path diverges and destiny awaits your command. You must offer up a part of yourself to the maw, a sacrifice that will shape the very fabric of your quest. Do you offer a truth, a revelation that has remained hidden even from yourself? Do you face a fear, one that has lingered in the shadows of your soul? Or do you let go of a bond, a connection that has both grounded and burdened you? Each choice carries its own consequences, its own sacrifices, none of them easy. As you stand at the edge of the maw, the crimson light intensifying with each heartbeat, you feel the presence of countless others who have faced this trial, their whispers urging you to choose, to act, to decide. With a deep breath, you step forward, your voice steady as you speak the words that will shape your fate. I offer my fear, you declare, your voice ringing with conviction, the fear of being alone, of failing those I hold dear. I face this darkness so that I may find the light beyond. The warrior nods, their helm tilting ever so slightly, as if acknowledging your courage. The ground quakes, the maw roaring in response to your tribute. It accepts your offering, and with a blinding flash, the crimson light surges upward, enveloping you in a cocoon of warmth and strength. For a moment, you are adrift in a sea of light, your senses overwhelmed by the rush of energy and emotion. You feel the maw's power coursing through you. A connection forged between worlds, a promise of new beginnings and untold potential. Then, as quickly as it began, the light fades, leaving you standing once more at the edge of the chasm. The warrior has vanished, their task complete,
and you are left alone with the echoes of your choice. The chamber is silent now, the air still and expectant. You sense that the Echo of Calamity lies within your grasp, its power yours to command. Yet there is one final challenge that awaits, a trial that will test not only your strength, but your spirit. The path forward is clear, a stone bridge that arches gracefully over the maw, leading to a great door, inscribed with runes that glow with an inner fire. Beyond it lies the heart of the Echo, the culmination of your journey, where destiny awaits its final resolution. With steely resolve, you cross the bridge, each step echoing with purpose and promise. The door looms before you, its surface shimmering with the light of the runes. You place your hand upon its surface, feeling the warmth that radiates from within, and the door swings open with a whisper, revealing the final chamber, a place where fate and choice converge. Step through, adventurer, for the final chapter of your tale lies just beyond. The Echo of Calamity awaits your command, and with it, the power to shape the world anew. Heart, the colossal door swings open with an ancient groan, revealing a vast chamber bathed in an ethereal twilight. The very air hums with a resonance that vibrates through your bones, a symphony of magic and mystery that demands reverence. This is the Chamber of Echoes, where the heart of the artifact pulses like a living entity, filling the space with a profound sense of awe and trepidation. In the chamber's center stands an ornate pedestal, upon which rests the Echo of Calamity. It is a sphere of swirling light and shadow, its surface alive with ever-changing patterns of arcane energy. The sight of it draws you in, a mesmerizing dance of potential and peril, the culmination of your quest. The walls of the chamber are inscribed with runes that pulse in harmony with the echo's rhythm, casting shifting patterns of light that illuminate the vast expanse. The floor is smooth and polished, reflecting the ghostly glow above, as if the chamber itself exists between worlds, a nexus of power and possibility. A sudden rustle breaks the reverent silence, and from the shadows steps a figure draped in tattered robes, their face obscured by a hood shadowed with the same darkness that clings to the edges of the room. Their presence here is unexpected, an intruder in this sacred space, yet their posture speaks not of threat, but of pleading. Traveler, they speak, their voice a soft murmur that carries across the chamber, weighted with years of longing and regret. I am Phalor, once a guardian of this realm, now bound to the Echo's will. I ask you, no, I beg you, to heed my warning. The Echo holds the power to reshape reality, but it is a double-edged blade. Use it unwisely, and you shall unleash destruction beyond reckoning. Their words weave doubt into your thoughts, a reminder of the perilous nature of power and the fine line between creation and ruin. The Echo awaits your command, its vast potential humming beneath your fingertips, yet the choice of how to wield it lies solely with you. Phalor steps closer, their presence both a comfort and a reminder of the consequences of past actions. There are those, they continue, who would use its might for conquest and dominance. Others, like myself, have sought to protect it, to preserve the balance it grants. What path will you choose, traveler? How will you wield such power? Here, in the heart of the chamber, with the weight of the world resting upon your shoulders, you must decide. To harness the Echo's power to heal and restore, bringing light to a world mired in shadow, or to lock it away, sealing its might from those who would abuse it, ensuring that no mortal may claim its force. Every choice bears its own burden, its own sacrifice. As you stand upon the precipice of possibility, you feel the presence of those who have come before you, their hopes and fears echoing in the silence. The future is yours to craft, a kaleidoscope of potential, waiting to be shaped by your will. You step forward, reaching out to the echo, its surface a tapestry of light and shadow. With a steady breath, you close your eyes, focusing not on what has been, but on what could be. Your choice will ripple through the ages, a testament to the strength of your resolve and the clarity of your vision. In this moment, you are both creator and guardian, the keeper of a power that transcends time itself. As your hand brushes the echo, a torrent of visions flood your senses, a world reborn in harmony, or a realm safeguarded from chaos. Each vision is a possibility, a thread in the tapestry of existence. The chamber hums in anticipation, waiting for the echo of your choice to resonate through the ages. The decision is yours alone, a legacy to be etched into the annals of time. Just as you make your choice, the chamber shudders violently, a tremor that sends cracks spidering across the floor. From the darkness emerges a new threat, a shadowy figure, its eyes glowing with malice, seeking to wrest control of the echo from your grasp. The final trial has begun, and you must now defend your choice against a force that would see it undone. Prepare yourself, adventurer, for the battle to come will decide not just your fate, but the fate of all who dwell within this world. The Echo of Calamity lies in the balance, and with it, the destiny of reality itself. The chamber quakes with the weight of the encroaching threat, shadows swirling violently as the figure strides into the light, a dark mirror to your own resolve. Their form is clad in obsidian armor, the surface etched with runes of power and malevolence, a living embodiment of chaos and ambition. Their eyes meet yours, a storm of tempestuous fury and unsated hunger. You think to claim the echo for yourself? They sneer, their voice a sharp edge that cuts through the sacred air. I am Malakar, Herald of the Abyss, and I shall not allow a mere mortal to bind such power to their will. With a gesture, a whip of shadows flicks from Malakar's hand, lashing toward you with the speed of a lightning strike. You barely have time to react, your instincts guiding you as you leap aside. The crack of the whip, splintering the stone where you stood a heartbeat before. The echo pulses between you, a beacon of potential, caught in the throes of impending conflict. It hums with an urgency that rings through the chamber, a call to arms that cannot be ignored. You tighten your grip on your weapon, feeling the weight of your choices crystallize into action. The battle erupts with a furious intensity, the air thick with the clash of steel and a sibilant hiss of shadow. Malakar moves with a predatory grace, their attacks relentless and precise, each strike aimed to sever the connection between you and the echo. But you stand firm, driven by the resolve forged in the crucible of your journey. A clash of blades shatters the air, sending arcs of energy spiraling outward. Sparks rain down like stars torn from the heavens, the chamber alive with the sound of destiny being rewritten. With each blow, you feel the echo resonating within you, a symphony of strength and balance that guides your hand. Malakar's fury grows, their form enveloped in a vortex of darkness that threatens to consume the light. Yet within the shadows, you see flickers of doubt, the faintest cracks in their armor where light dares to intrude. You seize upon these moments, channeling the echo's power to illuminate the path to victory. Realization dawns as the battle rages on. This is not merely a test of might, but of will and wisdom. The echo responds to more than force. It seeks harmony, unity, and understanding. The chamber's runes glow brighter, casting their light upon the darkness within Malakar, illuminating the truth hidden beneath the shadows. With a final, desperate attack, Malakar lunges, shadows coiling like snakes around their outstretched hand. Time seems to slow, the moment suspended between breaths. You meet their gaze, seeing not a conqueror, but a soul ensnared by ambition and fear. In that instant you understand. The path to victory lies not in destruction, but in redemption. The echo seeks balance, you call out, your voice steady and clear. It is not yours to command, nor mine to hoard. It belongs to all who would wield it with wisdom and compassion. Your words strike true, resonating through the chamber like a clarion call. Malakar falters, shadows flickering and dissipating as the truth penetrates their defenses. The echo, responding to your intent, surges with a radiant light, enveloping you both in its warmth. And then, a moment of peace. The chamber is still, the echoes of conflict fading into silence. When the light recedes, you stand alone before the echo, its surface calm and gentle, a reflection of the unity you have chosen to embrace. The threat has passed for now, but as you gaze into the heart of the echo, you realize that your journey is far from over. You have claimed a power beyond reckoning, tempered by understanding and resolve. Yet there is one final task, to ensure the echo's legacy is one of hope and harmony, not chaos and despair. The choice you make here will echo through eternity, shaping the world in ways unforeseen. You step back as the chamber pulses one last time. The light, revealing a hidden door on the far side, a path to the world beyond, a place where your newfound wisdom will guide your steps. Take that step, adventurer, for your destiny lies not in the safety of shadows, but in the light of new beginnings. The Echo of Calamity is no longer a threat, but a beacon of possibility, awaiting those who dare to dream and act.
The hidden door creaks open with a heavy groan, revealing a narrow passageway that winds upward in a spiral of stone. The journey through the heart of the ruins has culminated in this ascent, each step a move away from the shadows of the past toward the promise of dawn. You climb steadily, the air growing fresher, carrying with it the faintest hints of the world above, earth, rain, life. The passage narrows, forcing you to travel single file, shadows clinging to the walls, like memories unwilling to fade. As you near the surface, a soft glow suffuses the path, a whisper of light that beckons you forward. The passage opens at last onto a high cliff overlooking the forest of Ithundel. The sky painted in hues of orange and gold. As the sun sets beyond the horizon, the sight takes your breath away, a testament to the beauty and fragility of the world you are sworn to protect. The forest stretches out below, its verdant canopy a living tapestry of shadow and light. As you stand upon the precipice, the Echo of Calamity thrums gently at your side, its presence now a familiar companion. Its power is a promise, a tool that can heal as easily as it can harm. A reminder of the responsibility you bear. The path you have chosen leads not to dominion, but stewardship, a vow to wield the Echo's strength in service of balance and harmony. Your moment of respite is interrupted by the sound of footsteps on the stone behind you. Turning, you find Lyra, the elder from Elmspire, her eyes filled with a wisdom that transcends the years. She approaches with slow, deliberate steps, her gaze fixed upon the echo. "You have done what many thought impossible," she says, her voice a melody of relief and respect. "The echo has found a worthy keeper in you, but the journey is not yet over. Will you aid us in mending the rifts left by its power?" Her request is both a plea and a challenge, an acknowledgement that the choices made here will ripple outward, affecting countless lives. The forest, the village, the very land itself now look to you, hoping for a return to balance, for the promise of a brighter future. You nod, the magnitude of your task tempered by the quiet certainty of purpose. "I will help," you reply, the words simple, yet carrying the weight of your commitment. "Together, we shall restore what has been broken." As the sun dips below the horizon, a new light rises within you, the echo's glow suffusing your resolve. With Lyra by your side, you descend the path, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The forest of Ithundel rustles in the evening breeze, its song of renewal a chorus to accompany your steps. But as you journey onward, a shadow passes over the land, a harbinger of a new threat yet unseen. Far to the east, beyond the horizon, a storm gathers, a force that senses the echo's awakening, drawn by its power. It is a reminder that peace is ever fleeting, that vigilance must be maintained. You pause, the wind whispering secrets in your ear. The path ahead is uncertain, but you are no longer alone. Allies gather, new challenges await, and the story of the echo, and your role within it, continues to unfold. This is but one chapter in a tale that stretches beyond the stars. Prepare, adventurer, for the world is vast and capricious, and the echoes of your choices will shape the destiny of many. The journey is endless, the adventure only beginning. The echo of calamity has been tempered by your wisdom. Now it is time to wield it with care and courage, for the shadows linger and the storm approaches. With determination burning in your heart, you step into the twilight, embracing the unknown and ready to face whatever trials may come. The world awaits your next move, its fate, now and forever, entwined with yours.